Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about, you really expect us to be doing this for a $2.50 tip? Doordash driver has to climb under gate to deliver food to customer. So with no tip and low tip customers specifically, there are a bunch of them that have some unrealistic expectations. And the responsibility of any gig worker is to decline any orders that they don't see financially fit, and those that they do accept should be done to the best of their abilities. But when you do accept an order for low value, these things are what you can expect. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers, as well as their corresponding customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. If you live in a hard-to-enter apartment building, you're probably aware some Doordash and delivery orders get left outside the building when workers are unable to access the building. There's a lot of drivers that actually won't accept apartment buildings at all. They'll either expect you to come down or you just have to accept that it's going up there. But if you give them a hard time, you don't give them a gate code, you're making it incredibly hard for them to get into the building. Sucks to suck. You don't need your food, obviously, if you're gonna ghost me. There was a season where I was getting ghosted by my customers left, right, and center. I'm like, really? You ordered this. This is your food, and you're gonna make it hard for me to help you? Forget about it, man. TikTok user Danny Kells at Manicpixiemasc, who uses she, they pronouns, filmed herself trying to get in one such building.
You know when you're like door dashing and they're like, leave it at my door, but then there's a gate?
I'm gonna leave their TikTok as well as their profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. Danny had to crawl under the gate just to get to the apartment unit.
You really expect us all to just be doing this? For fucking $2.50 for a tip? What do you mean, leave it at my door? There's a fucking gate, no code. I don't get y'all.
If anybody were to ask me to go under a gate or tailgate somebody through the gate, waiting for them to actually open up the gated community gate thing, or anything of that nature instead of actually picking up the phone, it is irresponsible. They chose to be an absolute failure. They don't need their food, obviously. And I love how they all act like it's our fault that they didn't provide what we need in order for them to get their food. Like, I remember one time where I'm trying to actually get an order done to a customer, but for some reason they didn't want to provide me the gate code, and I called them over and over again, but their unit inside of this gated community was just far away enough to not trigger the UberEats timer. So I had to contact support to have them give me permission to leave it at the gate. It was absolutely insane, and honestly, it's irresponsible to let customers be this way. Danny said they were joking in the video's caption and shared which one of the 5 love languages, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts giving, and or receiving, quality time, and physical touch they possess. I'm just kidding. This makes my acts of service language grow crazy, Danny shared. Listen, I am all for the 5 love languages, and I think it's important for people to just be aware of what they are for the purposes of building better relationships in your life. But that's not the kind of acts of service that I'm expecting from the people in my life. I don't want you to make it hard for me to provide a service to you, because then I'm gonna hate the whole damn thing. Then it's not the 5 love languages, it's the 5 hate languages. Words of brutality, acts of disservice, no quality time, and ghosting you as much as possible, having you stay the hell away from me so I can't touch you, not taking any gifts or giving you any gifts of any kind. You don't need your food, obviously. This is ridiculous. You can't expect people to do that. Also, if you're in a gated community and you expect people to do this, right? What's your car doing? Like, you're just gonna leave your car in the visitor's lot or something and try to get in that way? They could boot you for that. Unreasonable. Danny's video was viewed nearly 250,000 times. Viewers who also DoorDash said how annoyed this would have made them and shared their tactics for dealing with customers who live in highly secured apartment buildings. The customer didn't give you a gate code, I would have messaged them, one said. The things you do for content, huh? I would have messaged them, I would have spam called them, and I would have let that timer run. And the moment it hit that, I tried calling you multiple times. I tried messaging you multiple times. You chose to ghost me. You chose to make it difficult for me. Therefore, I have to leave it at the gate. Have a day. Because that's irresponsible. You also can't condone the actions of no-tip customers. There needs to be a level of, you fucked around, you found out. You want to pick up the phone so you can actually get your order, or do you want to be an entitled little shit and unreasonably high service for a low value? Seriously. Because I don't care how much you tipped. If you are going to make it difficult for me, I don't care if it's a $50 tip or a $5 tip or a 50-cent tip. Nuh-uh. You're better than me, because I'll leave it at the gate and go on with my day. Another shared. I would have let the timer run, let the system acknowledge that I did everything I could for them, and if they chose to be an asshole about it, they don't need me, clearly. I've had many deliveries with no code. Even if you message, they respond 10 to 15 minutes later. Leaving it at the gate, it is a third road. My favorite is when they ghost you, and then you contact them, and then the moment you confirm that it's at the gate and everything, that's when they pick up and call you and then flip out that you didn't bring them their order. I tried calling them multiple times. You chose not to answer. I am listening to your shit. That's simple. This is a common complaint on Reddit as well. One Redditor complained that customers who live in apartments are also not very responsive when they need a gate code or help with directions. One Doordash driver shared in April 2023 that it's helpful when customers who live in apartment buildings drop pins so that the workers can find their exact units more easily. UberEats has actually gotten pretty good about that. Identifying exactly where the unit is something that they actually do in the app. It's not always accurate, but when it is so helpful. I can't even tell you. Viewers also applauded Danny for sliding under the gate so effortlessly. Danny slid under the gate in under 5 seconds. You know, I didn't think about that. That was actually pretty cool. Like, are you trained in that way? Like, did you go through some sort of like physical activity in order to get that for yourself? That's pretty impressive. LMAO, I'm sorry, but you handled that way too easy, though, one viewer wrote. You really did that, though, a second stated. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. The only thing I would say I'm not really for in this entire scenario is that what they did is that they condoned the action of ghosting the driver and making it difficult for them as a driver, and by forcing it to work in a way that they shouldn't have actually done, you prove to the customer through your actions that it is okay to treat the drivers like that, because you will basically break and enter into the gated community just to have their order delivered. It's ridiculous. Why would you do that? This is exactly why no tip, no trip and low tip orders need to be declined overall, because this is a common expectation among the low tip and no tip community. It's no tip, no trip, not no tip, do the order anyway, not no tip, accept any conditions that make it completely difficult for you to do your job for said low tip. No tip, be excited about doing an acts of service gig that is not compensating you properly for the effort that you're putting in. No tip, no trip. It's that simple. But tip aside, let's say the customer did tip properly. You're gonna condone that behavior? I'll tell you what, I don't care what building I'm in. I don't care what apartment, condominium, gated community I'm dealing with. If the customer is gonna choose to abuse me in that way and ghost me and make it really hard for me to do your job, because that is abuse, by the way. Being this malicious towards gig workers is irresponsible for them as a customer, and you shouldn't be allowing that. All in all, just don't let customers treat you poorly, because this kind of behavior is just unreasonable for you as a business owner. You have the right to refuse customers. That customer should be on your no-go list by the end of all of this, because nobody needs this crap. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.